It's taken me weeks and weeks to make this cube. So I'll go through the first thing that I made in Blender, which I believe is terrible. I'm not even sure what these early ones are. I don't know what Sculpt Test is. I don't know what Backup Blend is either. But the rest of them, I roughly know. Let's see what Backup Blend is. Wow, is this old? So this is one of my first attempts at building a character. Why the fuck is it so wide? Okay. I don't know why this is so wide. I don't know why it's shaped like that. I think what I did, actually, if I take off the subsurface modifier... Oh my god. So I think what I did with this is I tried building a character, and then when you turn on the subsurface modifier which smooths everything, what happens there is, when you pull out in this mode, it pulls them out even further without it turned on. So this is the original mesh. Chicken arms. Look at it, it's so strange. I don't remember this being as bad as it is. But there you go, I think that is my first attempt. And here we go, now we're getting somewhere. So, my third attempt at using Blender, shaping a face. I gotta say though, it might look decent, but all these shapes here, this topology is awful. That's terrible. It shouldn't have big diamonds like that in the face. You should try and make it square, as many squares as possible. But that's not bad for a first attempt. The nose is really weird. I think what I did here is I followed a tutorial. And I think it was a tutorial for a mascot character. And not a realistic face, which is why it sort of looked so strange. So I don't know what silver blend is. Oh, okay. So we're getting there. Just a bust with a really small forehead. Such a menacing stance. So this is a bit ugly, let's call it. This, I can tell by the shape of the nose that this is the same face as previously. Oh my god, is that what I thought collarbones? Why did I do the collarbone like that? It's got a massive gap in it. Let's turn this off. Oh wow, yeah. Again, look at the size of its nose! What the fuck is that? But yeah, look, I've been pulling it out with the subsurface on. When you do that and you haven't got the subsurface off, it looks nothing like what it should, because it pulls out even further in this edit mode. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Un character model 04. Final blend backup. Why the fuck do I name my files like this? Don't save. I don't know why I name my files like that. Alright, here we go. This is getting closer now to what the final model looks like, or what I've got of it so far. So, pretty decent shape. The face is quite good, actually. In fact, the face has changed a little bit, but not that much. Oh wow, I even did the ears on this. The ears are so complicated to do, by the way. Look at how many little shapes are in this. Look at that. So complex. I thought I'd been making the ears for weeks when I first started it, but I made it all in one day and I was quite surprised by that. But yeah, really challenging to do them. Eyes look nice. It's looking like a human now, which is good. Not much to say about the rest of it though. Although it's decent. Let's have a look at the subsurface. Oh, the subsurface modifier is on. Let's have a look with it off. And it won't look that much different, because I think this is the point where I learned not to edit with the subsurface modifier on. I should probably explain, by the way, the subsurface modifier it makes it curvy. So what do we have next? What is this one? Arms. I wouldn't have the patience to do stuff like this. Well, I mean, you just gotta do it a little bit at a time. You can't sit there and do it all the time. Ah, here we go, look at this. This is looking much better. Like, I mean, I haven't been streaming because I've been building this. I've been adding on to this. So I have been sort of doing it every day the last week or so. But otherwise, every other time I've done it, it's just a little bit at a time. Maybe an hour a day. That's how I started doing it anyway. So here's the next version. It's looking a lot smoother now. This is it with the subsurface modifier off. I don't think I've painted this one yet. Oh, I have. Okay, so this looks really strange. all these colours look really strange. It's nice, thanks. But that is topology flow. That's for animation later when I'm animating it. That's to make sure that it's all able to articulate correctly, able to move correctly. Turn on the edges so you can see it a bit better. So all these edges go around really nice there, really nice there. Took me a long time to do that. The legs. So, you know, it follows where it bends, the side of the leg. The blue is obviously where it bends, where it rotates. You know, the elbows, the wrists, and the grey is extra little twists that the body will have to do. This one's looking quite nice, I think, because I've added textures, but I haven't painted it yet. Also, I should say, the hands in this, I've only just made them look decent today, the hands. But these don't look good. It took me a long time to do the hands. Hands are so tricky. So these look okay at the minute, but when you look at them from the side, that's when it starts to look a bit strange. Because I didn't have a side reference. I was working with references. So yeah. It took me a long time to realise that that's not what hands look like. So let's go to the next one. I don't know what this one is. Feet. Oh, is this the gross one? This one might be the one where I fucked it up. So not much has changed with this one. I think it's all exactly the same. I think I maybe moved the eyes a little bit. But this one has the feet. And wait till you get a load of these feet, because I did not know what I was doing. Look at that shit. And them ET toes. ET fingers for toes. What is that shit? I got so frustrated with it I just left it. But yeah, look at that. Look at that shit. Oh my god, it's even worse like that. So what I did here was I thought, toes are the same as fingers, right? So what I'll do is I'll just cut the fingers off and stick them down here, and hopefully it'll look alright. And obviously it didn't. Oh god, indeed. Yeah, let's not look at these for much longer, shall we? What was the texture like on this? Okay. So, yeah. I left them like that for quite a long time because I just put it off so much. My turn. If you say so, Ed, if you say so. I don't know what this one is. Polish. Ah. So this one has the bad feet, but I'm going to save this one for later. Because this is where I've started texturing it and it's starting to look like a human being now. The one that I'm working on now, I'll do that now. Because those ones are far more interesting to look at. So this is the most recent one. This is what the character looks like now. It's looking very much like a human being now. There's a weird slice going down it because I accidentally turned off the mirror modifier, which is this. No, it's this one. There we go. So it's completely symmetrical. I accidentally turned it off at one point and I had to start again. And when you turn it on, it puts a horrible crease down it, but I can fix that easily. So yeah, we're getting all the muscles in this one. I did a lot of detail in the back, which I'm very happy with. The back pimples, they might be a bit too big actually looking at now. Belly button, knuckles on the fingers. The hands are actually looking like hands now, which is good. A little nub on for the wrist, which looks terrible, and I'm gonna redo that. And what else did I do today? Oh yeah, I put ankles on the feet. Oh yeah, I should show you the feet. Why not? There we go. We've got some real looking feet now. Very happy with those. Didn't take as long as I thought it would. What was a problem with the feet though was connecting them to the legs, because I followed a tutorial to do the feet and I had 13 edges, you know, the lines. I had 13 edges going down here from the legs and I had just 8 going up. So this looks atrocious round here. This is some proper bad stitch work going on to fit it all together. Oh, not very nice, but you know, it's better than what it was. I'd rather it be like this than those horrible finger toes. Well, there we go, looking pretty good. So UV painting, and the other one was UV painting test textures 2K. So that's the one that I'm on now. Right, so let's have a look at this one then. Ah, here we go. So this has been painted with a human skin texture, and this is what it looks like at the minute. Starting to look quite realistic now. pretty decent. Where's my lights? Lights. Let's add my lights. There we go. This is closer to what the final piece is going to look like, but not exactly. It's going to need a bit more detail. All the different skin tones in the face. In fact, if you zoom in, you can see I've added a bump map. Look at that. That looks so realistic now. It's starting to look really nice, actually. Yeah, pretty nice. Could do with adding a few veins and that lot. So I'll show you the shader that it's got on it. Subsurface. Oh, go to render, please. It's got a subsurface texture on it, which should be higher actually. Set that up to 500. And what this is a very nice shader that passes light through skin to make it look very natural. It's all this red, all these red tones. You know when you've got your ears? Pretty good. Thank you very much. You know when you got your ears and the sun's shining through them and your ears are like a bright red, bright orange colour. Basically, that's what that is. Move that there and move it. Oh, hang on, let's shift it like that so I don't accidentally grab. Move it right up to her face. Move forward a bit. Oh, there you go. You can see it a bit there. Look. Looking very nice. Maybe not that close. It's starting to bug out a bit. Maybe I should turn the shader down a bit. She's a bit too white. She's supposed to be Asian. She's a bit too white. She doesn't look Asian, but there you go. I'll fix it. Just a matter of tweaking a little bit every day. The reason why I had to show you one with the gross toes first is because actually, let's have a look at the one that I've got now. I don't know what I've done to the textures on that, so let's have a look. I don't think I've repainted it. But every time you've made a model, or every time you edit a model, you have to finish a model before you start painting it. But I got too carried away. Alright. So this is what we've got now under the render light. She's a little bit more yellow, that Asian skin tone, but it's a bit too yellow. I should probably tone it down. It should be a bit greyish, really. You can see her eyes are actually looking quite Asian in this. They're a little bit more slanted and it's got that nice crease in them. So I had to get rid of all that great skin tone and now it's just a solid colour, and that's because of the UV map. This here. This box here. Where the fuck is it? Oh, there it is, this is the UV map. Right now I've actually ruined it by colouring it completely as one solid colour, but this is, you know, as you're painting this, what's it for? What? The character model or the UV map? Also, look at how complex this is with the subsurface modifier on. Look how many faces are on this. This is way too high. Let's see, it'll say at the bottom. This is 169,000 faces. That is way too high for a game character. So let's knock it down to... There we go, that's better. 43,000 faces, which is pretty much what game characters are now. Well, a little bit less than that really, but we're at the edge of next gen, so it doesn't matter. The character model, it's for, I'm making a little fighting game. I'm going to start making a fighting game. So I've made a character for it. This is a base character. All the characters are going to be based on this model, apart from, you know, all the female characters, obviously. I'm going to make male characters as well. And I'm going to plug these into Unreal Engine, which I also have, and try making a fighting game out of it. See how well that goes. It'll probably take me 10 years, but it's just something I'm going to be working on every now and then. Just a little something for me to do, I suppose. Well, that's it then. With the creepy ass eyes. Sorry I had to end this stream with the creepy yellow eyes. I don't know why her eyes have gone yellow. I must have accidentally deleted the texture for the eyes, but anyway. I'm surprised this ran okay on OBS. That's really cool. I thought it was going to be really stuttery because of how demanding Blender is. So, I started making that. I started making this version. And the other ones were like October and November and in between. So I started making this then, and it got to Christmas, and I just stopped working on it because it was Christmas, and I never got back to it. And I've only just started working on it again this and last week, which is why I haven't been streaming, because I've been doing this. Right then, that's it. I'll see you all another time. I don't know when I'm going to stream again, but there you go. So I'll see you all later. Thanks for watching. Where is that fucking thing? Oh my god, it's been so long. Alright, bye.